Hi everyone! I know you're super pumped up to solve some mid-segment problems. Get pumped, get pumped, get pumped. Alright, so the first example is kind of a more basic, straightforward example. So it says in triangle ABC, so A to the B to the C, points D, E, and F are midpoints. So first of all, don't forget, in geometry, you cannot assume things unless it's already marked in the picture or if they tell you in the problem. So just because it looks like it's a midpoint doesn't mean it's a midpoint. So you better watch yourself. The demon cats love to get people that just assume that things are midpoint. So don't do that. Bad things will happen to you. Just saying. All right, so since D, E, and F are midpoints, I can label my picture to show the appropriate segments that are congruent. So if D is a midpoint, that means that BD is congruent to DA. Since E is a midpoint, that means that AE is congruent to EC. And since F is also a midpoint, that means that BF is congruent to FC. Right? And also, since these are midpoints, that means that these three green segments, so D to the E, E to the F, and D to the F, are mid-segments because mid-segments join the ends of midpoints. So if you're joining two midpoints together, bam, you got some mid-segments. So pretty exciting. All right, so something that we need to remember that a mid-segment is parallel to the side of the triangle that's like below it. So like DE is parallel to BC. EF, the one that's kind of below it, is this side. So that would be BA. Okay, and DF, the side that's like below that on the triangle, is AC. So these two are parallel. All right, so basically a mid-segment and the side right under it on the triangle are going to be parallel. And don't forget that the mid-segment and that side of the triangle have a special relationship. How does a mid-segment relate to the side that it's parallel to? Holy hot dog, you guys are so awesome. So remember, if you double the length of the mid-segment, it will equal the length at the side of the triangle that it's parallel to. Or vice versa, if you half the side of the triangle that the mid-segment is parallel to, then you will get the mid-segment. So, just saying. Also, something else to keep in mind, don't forget that these two pieces are congruent, which also means that this one is congruent to it. So like these three pieces are the same. These three pieces are the same, so you could mark that. All right, and these three pieces are the same. So don't forget the mid-segment is the same length as each of these little parts that the midpoint split in half. So you can also remember that. All right, another thing in geometry that's very important is that you must label your diagram. It helps you. It's super easy to see things when your picture is labeled. So labeling, it's not required, but it is super helpful. So just saying. All right, so it says if A to the B is 50, so A to the B, so this bad boy right here is 50, okay, and it says D to the E is 30, so DE is right here, which means this bad boy is 30. And A to the C is 40. So AC from here all the way to here is 40. So we can use this information to help us find EF, BC, and DF. Well, let's get started, you guys. So I know you've been dying to do this problem like all day. So now you can finally do it. So I'm not going to hold you back any longer. All right, so first of all, we need to find EF. So we need to find this mid-segment right here. Okay, so what side of the triangle is going to be helpful to help us find EF? What side should I use to help me find this side? Holy hot dog, you guys are so clever. You would use the side that it's parallel to, or the side that's like underneath it of the triangle, which is BA. Okay, and how does a mid-segment relate to the side? What do you do to the mid-segment to get the side? Or vice versa, what do you do to the side to get to the mid-segment? Oh man, so all you gotta do if you know the side of the triangle to get the length of the mid-segment, you just gotta divide that bad boy by 2 and bam, you're good to go. All right, so let's set up our nifty equation over here. So I'm solving for EF, so that's what I'm gonna make my equation equal to. EF is going to equal half of this side right here. So if I half this side, I will get this awesome midsegment. Okay, so that's something to consider. So EF equals 1/2 of A to the B, or B to the A, whatever you prefer. All right, let's solve this thing. So I'm going to bring down my E to the F, because that's what I'm solving for, equals 1/2 of B to the A. What is BA equal to? Holy hot dog. You guys are so smart. BA equals the 50. BA is 50. Okay, so I'm going to bring that bad boy on down. And then guess what? We just got to solve for EF. So what is 1/2 of 50, or 50 divided by 2? I don't even know why I have a teaching degree. You guys are so smart. You don't even need my help. So EF would be, in fact, 25 units. Okay, which the problem doesn't specify what units you're using. So usually if there aren't any units, you don't have to include them. If it would have said like inches, I would need to say inches, but it doesn't. So I'm good to go. So bam, E to the F is donezo. All right, let's move on to B to the C. So now we want to find BC, which is right here. So on this one, we're solving for the side of the triangle. Okay, so which mid-segment in here would be helpful to help me find B to the C? Oh man, you guys are spectacular. It would be D to the E, because DE is parallel to BC. These two relate to each other. Okay, so how would I solve for BC? What do you do to DE to get to BC? You would double it. You guys are just the smartest students I think I've ever taught in my life. You guys are fabulous. All right, so I'm going to set up my equation. So the way that we get BC, which since I'm solving for BC, I'm going to make my equation equal to that bad boy. BC equals the mid-segment doubled. So I'm going to say 2 times D to the E. And now we just got to solve. So I'm going to bring down my B to the C, because that's what I'm solving for. And now I just need to fill in my DE length, which what is DE equal to? You're correctamundo. It is 30. Nice. All right, now we just have to solve. So what's 2 times 30, you guys? Awesome. It is 60. So B to the C would be 60 units. And bam, that one's donezo. Okay, let's move on to DF. So DF is this lovely midsegment. Which side of my triangle would help me to find the length of DF? Heavenly hamburger. It is side AC, because those are the two that are parallel. The midsegment and the side of the triangle underneath it correlate. The midsegment is half the length of that side. Okay, so I'm going to be using this side to help me solve. Now, what do I do to the side of a triangle to get the midsegment length? You would half it. You guys are like brainiacs. Holy hot dog. I'm like so pumped up. You guys are so smart. All right, so DF equals 1/2 the side of AC. So 1/2 of AC. And again, I'm going to bring down my D to the F, because that's what I'm solving for, equals 1/2. Now, AC is 40, so I'm going to fill in 40 for that. That was, sorry, BA was, the 50 relates to BA. Sorry, I like to draw my arrows, and I didn't, and it's bothering me. Okay, what is half of 40? Because that will give us DF, which is our final question. DF is 20! Yay! We have found all of our side lengths that we were looking for, either a midsegment or a triangle. Awesome job, you guys. I love doing problems with you. That was super awesome.